Has a stranger ever handed you a piece of paper that ended your whole life as you knew it in one sentence? I've worked the teller line at a small-town bank branch for 6 years. Same window, same regulars, same rhythm. Mrs. Ackerman's deposit on Mondays. The landscaping crew cashing checks on Fridays. That Tuesday morning started so normal I was fighting a yawn when he stepped up to my window. Mid-40s, gray jacket, ball cap pulled low. He didn't say good morning. He just slid a folded square of paper across the counter, and when I opened it, the handwriting was strangely neat. Stay calm and quiet, and you get to go home tonight. My first thought, and I'm not kidding, was that this was some kind of joke. We'd just done annual training. Maybe corporate ran surprise drills. I looked up to give him a confused half smile, and his face was wrong, flat, patient. He tapped the counter once and tilted his chin down toward the shoulder bag he had unzipped, angled so only I could see inside, the grip of a pistol. My hand started shaking so badly I dropped my pen. 15 feet away, my branch manager was helping an elderly couple with a CD renewal. A young mom was at the next window with a baby on her hip. 9 customers, 4 staff. Nobody had any idea. My mind sprinted through the options like flipping through a deck of cards. The alarm button was under my counter, 8 inches from my knee, but the training was blunt about it. If he's watching your hands and he's armed, the button is a gamble you're taking with everyone in the lobby, not just yourself. I could hand over my drawer and hope he'd leave, but his note didn't ask for my drawer. He leaned in and said, so quietly it was almost gentle, the back. You're going to walk me to the back. Big bills come from the back, right? The vault room was down the hallway behind the teller line. And here's the thing he didn't know he'd just handed me. The manager's office was on that same hallway, one door earlier, and the assistant manager, Darina, was in it, and Darina's desk had its own alarm. I need my supervisor's key for that, I said. My voice came out about an octave high. Then we'll go see your supervisor, he said. Together. He walked to the end of the counter like a man who'd done this before and met me at the little swing gate, staying just behind my right shoulder. That hallway is maybe 40 feet long. I have walked it 10,000 times. That morning it stretched like taffy. The fluorescent light that always buzzes was buzzing. The break room smelled like burnt coffee. I could hear his breathing behind me, slow and even, while mine came in little sips. Darina's door, 15 feet. The vault room, 10 feet past it. If I stopped at her door, would he know? If I walked past it to the vault like an obedient hostage, I'd be locked in a concrete room with him and no witnesses. 10 feet, 5. My body was screaming at me to just keep walking, do what he says, be compliant, survive, let this be someone else's problem. I stopped at Darina's door and knocked twice, and then, before he could process it, I pushed it open and said the 4 words we're taught, the ones that sound like nothing. Darina, code for coupons? There is no coupon code. That's the point. I watched her face take it in over my shoulder. Me, the man, the bag, and her hand was already moving off the edge of the desk before her expression even changed. She said, sweet as anything, sure hun, let me grab my key. And then everything happened at once. The lobby doors banged open behind us. He spun, reaching into the bag, and I threw myself sideways into Darina's office as 3 officers came down that hallway in a wall, shouting him to the ground. He didn't even get the zipper the rest of the way open. They had him against the wall, bag stripped off, cuffs on, in maybe 6 seconds. The pistol never cleared the bag. Here's the part I didn't learn until the detective interviewed me that afternoon. He'd hit 2 branches in neighboring counties that month. Same note, same bag. A teller at the second one had memorized his truck. They'd been following him since 8 a.m. Officers were staging in our parking lot before he ever reached my window. They knew the whole time. They watched him walk in. They let him slide me that note while a plainclothes officer stood at the deposit slip table, pretending to fill out forms 12 feet away. I was never alone in that lobby for 1 second. I've thought about that hallway every day since. I still stop at Darina's door sometimes and just stand there. She keeps candy on the desk now, for exactly those moments. We don't talk about it, we just have a candy.